What's up, Top Shot Nation? Good evening. I am Abby Chin. He is Matt Shore, the senior live ops producer at NBA Top Shot. And Matt, we have something very exciting tonight. First ever Flash Challenge, The Wheel. This is a game that you created, The Wheel. I mean, not a Flash Challenge, but for the first time, we will let The Wheel decide the fate of the Flash Challenge tonight. So here's the deal. Do you want me to explain it or would you like to explain it?
Please go for it.
All right. I mean, I have notes. I have it written down. There are 3 wheels. The first wheel will select one of the 8 games going on tonight, which there are some really fun matchups. I'm excited to talk about them. The second wheel will select the stat that must be followed in that specific game. So we've got assists, points, free throws made. I think that's going to be an easy one for the Sixers game. And then the third wheel will determine the types of moments that can be used to fulfill this challenge. And once we get the Flash Challenge set, if you can do this, you will get a reward, and the reward is pretty sweet. It is a Kevin Durant top shot moment, a brand new one. So we are making it worth your while to do this. Matt, where did this idea come from?
So, I mean, it's just we got to keep things fun around here, and there's only so many different permutations you can do from an NBA game, and thought it'd be a little bit more fun if we could mix it up a little bit, give each game its own little flavor to follow, instead of following the same thing across all games. And how do we present that? We let the wheel decide our fate here, and go through the games, go through the type of stats we're looking for, and it adds a whole new sort of wrinkle to the Flash Challenge game, which has been around now for just over 4 months almost, and so we got to try different things and keep it fresh, and here we are with the wheel.
The wheel. So this is the first, hopefully not the last.
Yes.
I think we should get it spinning though, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
First of all, show me the wheel. Let's see the wheels. Take a
Okay.
look so everyone can kind of know what we're getting into.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're going to spin this first wheel. We're going to find out what game we're going to. Once we know what game we're going to, we're going to go over to our stats wheel. Once we get our stat, we're going to go over to our moment wheel, and then we're going to be able to put that whole thing together, and we're going to go one by one game here. So I guess without further ado, why don't we find out what our first game is?
Let's do it. Do you want a drum roll? We need some sound effects here. I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yes. All right. Let's do it.
All right, first game.
Ooh, I like it. It's kind of dramatic. Oh.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune style.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Golden State at Denver. Warriors at Nuggets. This is going to be so fun, although the Warriors struggling a bit right now.
Yeah, they just had a tough loss to LeBron and the Lakers, and LeBron had to put up 56 points to win that game, of course. But the Warriors have a lot of talent. I think Clay just is still working his way back, and I think the Warriors are going to be quite okay. They have great young players in Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga, so I think they're going to be quite all right.
I do think Clay is going to find his stroke, but what do we need? What is the stat that we're looking for in this game?
Well, let's find out what stat we are going to need.
Roll the wheel. I feel like there should be confetti too every time we land on something. We need some sort of celebration.
There's going to be some confetti on screen here.
Oh, what is it? Most field goals made.
Most field goals made. Well, right off the bat, we have a few players that I think are going to fit that.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Oh my gosh. That'll be fun as I write it down. Okay. So which type of moment do we need? Oh, and we should specify, although I don't think it'll be an issue for this particular game and challenge, but if the player who has the most field goals made or is the player that you need for the showcase, for the challenge. If they do not have a moment on NBA Top Shot, you do the second player and then just go down the list.
Right, exactly right. If the player that hits on this, the most field goals isn't on Top Shot, you'll need the player with the second most field goals. And based on what kind of moment we need here, there may be some additional instructions we'll need to give there. So let's see what kind of moment we need from the most field goal maker in this game.
This one could be one of the more rare ones because I feel like any moment.
Ooh. All right.
Well,
so there's only 2 slots on the wheel that say any moment, and that's one of them. So it's only going to get hard.
It's out, right?
It's out. It's gone. So it's only going to get harder
hit,
from here.
It's out. That is another twist for you. So that's almost too easy. Okay. So we have, just to recap, we're doing the first flash challenge is Golden State at Denver, most field goals made, and it can be any moment, which actually helps this or hurts it depending on how it goes. Because, I mean, Matt, it's going to be either Steph Curry, excuse me. Oh my gosh. When has anyone ever done that? Steph Curry or Nikola Jokic, right?
Right. I mean, those are definitely the 2 people that I think our fans are going to focus on here. Definitely the stars of this game. The beautiful thing about flash challenges and the beautiful thing about the NBA is you never know who that player is going to be that might step up and just go on a hot streak and make a whole bunch of shots. The odds-on favorites obviously are Steph and Nikola Jokic, which I think some people would say Jokic for MVP, but I might disagree on that
2
one.
in a row.
Yeah, I mean he's just unbelievable, but should be fun to follow on that one. Most field goals made, always a fun one to track in flash challenges.
Matt, you're so right though. You never know what's going to happen on any given night. I mean, Boogie Cousins put up 31 the other night, and then the other guy who I love that plays for Denver is the rookie Bones Highland. He has just such a great nickname and can score in so many different ways. So
yeah, we actually had a flash challenge earlier in the year where Bones Highland landed, and I think a lot of people learned about Bones Highland that night, and it was very exciting to see, and definitely becoming a household name in Top Shot land these days.
Oh, Matt, another twist, as I was just reminded in the chat, no Steph, no Clay, no Andrew Wiggins for this game because it's the remake for the one that was postponed due to COVID, and Steve Kerr, not too happy about that. This opens it up. I mean, it could still be Jokic, which, I mean, it's any moment, but the fact that it is any moment now, I think that helps because it would have been easy to get like a legendary or a more rare moment when it comes to Steph and Jokic, but now, I mean,
now it could be anybody. Could even be Bones Highland.
Kayvon Looney, let's go.
Yeah, Kuminga. I think they're all in play now.
Yeah,
love it.
All right,
moving on to the second game.
We got the first one. Yep. All right, let me recap just one more time. Golden State at Denver. It's most field goals made, and it can be any moment.
Correct.
For this flash challenge. All right, number 2.
Here we go.
Number 2. The suspense. Houston at Miami. Okay.
We're going to remove that one from the wheel now.
Yeah, Miami dealing with some injuries too. Now Kyle Lowry for this one.
Is Jimmy Butler still out tonight?
I didn't see him listed, so there's a possibility. The question is, what's the stat?
What is the stat? Let's find out.
Miami, by the way, 3 games up in the Eastern Conference. And not a bad schedule the rest of the way. First to 7 rebounds as a team.
First player.
Woo.
Yep. First player to reach 7 rebounds in the game.
All right.
Immediately start thinking about Bam, right?
Or Christian Wood.
Of course. Or maybe one of the guards just kind of goes crazy and gets all the boards.
Jimmy Butler in play for that. Not out of the question.
True.
Okay, what kind of moment does it have to be, though?
Here we go.
This could be tough.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Rare or legendary moment. Woo, that's steep. But the good news is it's off the board now, right?
Yep. There's not going to be any more rare or legendary on the board. So we're going to need a rare or legendary moment from this Houston-Miami game. And Christian Wood, first to 7 rebounds. Bam Adebayo. I mean, Jimmy
Matt,
Butler could certainly do it. It could be any of them, really.
how many players on that Rockets team right now that play and are going to play tonight actually have rare or legendary moments?
It's a good question.
I know.
I know Christian Wood definitely does.
Yes, Christian Wood for sure. Eric Gordon, though, is out.
Okay, I know he has one. I'm pretty sure he has one, but if he's out, that doesn't help. Find out here.
It might be so. Right. So what happens in that case?
So
Do you
if
just default to Christian Wood, whoever the Houston Rocket that has a legendary or rare moment?
So if a player does not have a rare or legendary moment, then you are going to need the top shot debut of the player that is the first to 7 rebounds. So if it's not Kevin Porter or Christian Wood or that's Jalen Green, all have legendaries,
Okay.
and then a couple of them have rares. So I think there's probably a good chance that a player is going to have a rare legendary, but in the off chance they don't, then you'll need a top shot debut from that player.
Okay. Top shot debut. There we go. No disrespect, Houston. Sorry. Rough season. I know. Okay. We got to pick up the pace on these spins. So let's get through the spins and then we can talk about the matchups. What is our third game in this flash challenge?
Here we go.
Lakers at Spurs. Does it stop? Yep. All right.
Lakers at Spurs.
What's the stat?
And the stat will be
there's a lot of these left.
Yep.
That 7 rebounds threw me a little bit.
Ooh. Blocks.
I like it. I like it. All right. What kind of moment?
And moment type. Man, this wheel's getting a little bit bare here.
Oh.
All right. Any moment. All right.
The any moments are gone.
Any moments are off the board.
Oh man.
All right. So we have the Lakers and we have the Spurs. We have most blocks, and you need any moment. Immediately coming to mind for me is Jakob Poeltl.
I was gonna say the good news is he did not get killed by Ja Morant. He is still alive, still able to play basketball.
Man, that man Ja Morant it doesn't matter who it is. It could be George Murasan or Yao Ming or anybody. There's nobody that scares him. It's just it's amazing to watch somebody with just no fear, just going for the rim all the time. And it's tonight for this game. It's all going to be about who can stop the people at the rim.
I'm so excited to find out who's going to get this blocks. I mean, for the Lakers, you can't count LeBron out of this either. I mean, the way that he's been playing, coming off the 56-point outpouring, maybe he'll, focus on the defensive end in this one.
Yeah, very possible. I think LeBron's one of those guys that could light it up in any category on any night. Just one of the all-time greats, obviously. And, it's going to be fun to watch and see what happens in this game. With the first to 7 rebounds, once you get to that, it's sort of like an Elam ending. You know who the player is, you got the 7 rebounds, and you get to move on to the next game to follow along with who's going to get the most blocks or who's going to get the most points or the most field goals made. And so really, really cool. And I'm excited to follow along tonight.
Jakob Poeltl is the favorite for this one. All right. So just to recap for everyone, we are 3 games in, and we are letting the wheel decide tonight's Flash Challenge. There are 8 games going on. We've gone through 3 of them, and the wheel decides which stat for which game and which type of moment you have to complete this Flash Challenge. The reward, though, is totally worth it. It is a Kevin Durant brand new moment. So we are making it worth your while to do this. And this is the first ever Flash Challenge, the wheel. And this is the mastermind behind it in Matt Shore. So Matt, we're almost halfway through. Let's do game 4.
Let's do it.
We're running out of games. We've got some marquee matchups already.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Chicago, Philly.
We do get some James Harden, Joel Embiid action. Okay. What is the stat, though?
That's my team.
What is the stat?
Here we go.
There's a lot of these left.
Yeah, there was more of these than the other two.
Yeah.
Okay.
First to 5 assists. Okay. Oh man. That's a race. This is going to be a race. All right, what kind of moment do you need?
All right. A race to 5 assists.
I know.
Sixers Bulls.
In
There are
this
so many
game.
players in that game that can get to 5 assists quickly.
Oh my gosh. I mean, on the Sixers alone, Matt, as you can detail.
At least 3 guys, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, what is a fandom moment?
So a fandom moment is probably going to be a MSFE moment, a metallic silver FE moment, which is what the Kevin Durant prize will be tonight. What is the prize for any flash challenge? And so the player to first to 5 assists, you have to use a fandom moment. If they don't have a fandom moment, then you have to use any Series 1 or Series 2 moment of that player.
Okay.
Here's where it gets a little convoluted. If they don't have a fandom moment and they don't have a Series 1 or Series 2 moment, then you have to use any of their Series 3 moments.
Okay. These are all good to know. I don't think it's going to be an issue in this game with the players that are out there and the way that they've been passing the ball in Chicago and in Philadelphia. So I mean, Chicago, DeRozan, Levine, I mean, even, I don't know,
Lonzo
Vucevic.
Ball. Is Lonzo Ball out?
I don't know. We should check.
Still out.
It's a good question.
Maxey has an MSFE. Embiid has an MSFE.
Well, James Harden in 4 games
does not yet,
has been incredible.
Yeah, he does not have an MSFE yet. But it'll be something to keep an eye on, and hopefully somebody hits that does, and it'll be fun to keep track of here.
Lonzo is out. Sorry, Matt.
Lonzo is out. So. Okay, that's what I thought.
According to the NBA. All right, we're 4 down. We're halfway through the wheel.
The wheel.
Decisions on tonight's Flash Challenge.
Yes, and here we go with game number 5.
This wheel is looking slim.
Yeah.
Atlanta at Detroit. Okay. Yep. What's the stat? This could be interesting.
All right, and let's find out what our stat is going to be in this game. Boom.
This is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like
having a blast.
I would like to be spinning it though with my hand like a board game or something.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Ooh, last field goal made.
Yep. So this is the last field goal made in the entire game. Could literally be anybody, and that's kind of the fun thing. Yep, literally. And that's one of those games where you're going to have to be watching until the last second.
Till the end. Yep. At least it's not one of the West Coast games. We can know this pretty soon.
Yes,
where did this land?
Yeah, it's definitely an earlier game. So it's one of the first 2 games of the night. So definitely good there. All right, and what kind of moment do we need?
Both of the any moments are gone. There were 2 of those here. So
correct.
Ooh, the debut might be good.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. So Matt, you were saying this is only from previous series 21-22, not from this season.
It's so the 2019-2020 season, also known as Series 1, and the 2020-2021 season, also known as Series 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. So you can only use moments from those 2 series. Once again, if a player does not have a moment in either of those 2 series, you can use any of their moments from Series 3.
So this one, Matt, is going to be tricky because with Atlanta, Detroit, I mean, Detroit, this could be a blowout. They have one of the worst records in the league. And then who knows who's on the floor for Atlanta or Detroit at that point.
Absolutely. It really could be anybody. The spread on this game isn't really that crazy. It sounds like the odds makers think it's going to be fairly close with Detroit at home here. But yeah, there are a lot of players. Both these teams are deep, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I will say, I don't know if people out there know who I am. I cover the Boston Celtics, and Detroit always gives us trouble. So those games are always close, coming down to the last second. You never know. Sadiq Bey, I feel like he's always good for a 3 against the Celtics. So we'll see.
I feel like every team has like that one team that just, no matter how good or bad they are in that season, they always give them a game.
And they play hard. Dwayne Casey has those guys playing hard. So I agree. I think it will be.
Oh,
An interesting matchup. We'll see
yeah, I
tonight.
think it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one to watch, and we'll
Yeah.
see who comes out with the last field goal made there. All right, moving on to the sixth game.
Mm, all right, this is the late one. So
Yeah, this
good
is.
thing last field goal made. One of the late ones, anyways. All right. What's the stat?
Oh, actually, this game's in Minnesota, so it's
Oh,
actually
not
8 o'clock
too bad.
game.
Okay.
Yep. The late game is the Knicks and the Kings.
You're right. We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see what our stat for this game will be.
Blazers at Timberwolves. These two teams just played also in Minnesota, and the Wolves have won 4 straight. So should be
All
interesting.
right.
Most rebounds. Ooh, this could be easy. All right. What kind of moment do they need? Do we need?
Let's find out. Man, only 3 left on this wheel.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go.
There's some tough ones too. I'm trying to read it as it goes. I'm not doing.
Yeah, there's 2 Top Shot debut left.
Mm,
And
top shot
whoo,
debut.
close.
Okay.
Close.
Yes. I know. All right. So Blazers at Wolves. I mean, most rebounds, Cat
Yeah.
is going to be the obvious one here.
Nurkic is playing, right?
Yep. He's
So
in.
Nurkic is a good one.
Yep. And
Maybe
that's it.
somebody surprises us. Maybe Anthony Simons. Maybe
He's out.
D'Angelo.
Simons is
Oh,
out.
Simons is out, right?
According.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Man, a lot of players out
I
tonight.
know. The Blazers dealing with some injury issues as they
Oh,
have been
yeah.
all season
Simons
long.
is out. Bledsoe's been out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Norm Powell stepping up, getting
Yeah.
in the mix.
I feel like Nurkic is just going to be like standing under the basket all night. feels like the kind of guy that's just going to scoop them all up.
You can't do that against Cat, though. I mean, Cat will be there.
That's true. Although Cat takes a lot of outside shots, so on the defensive glass, at least Nurkic should
For a
have an
big.
okay time. But
Okay.
this is why we play the game. You never know.
Right. That's why we're letting the wheel decide the fate.
Exactly right. I
can't
love
make it
this.
too easy on,
I'm
on
having
everyone
fun.
else.
I hope everybody watching is having fun because I'm having a blast.
I mean, this is for a Kevin Durant new moment. This is for something, a legit reward. We can't make it easy.
Some people in chat are saying that Nurkic is out. I'm not seeing him on the injury report.
Okay. I can open up the NBA's injury report.
Yeah.
I have not. It didn't show up on my previous research. Looking now.
Yeah, it looks like he's out.
Oh.
Yep. Plantar fasciitis.
Oh my gosh, they have so many people out.
Yeah. So that one could be a pretty wild one. We'll have to see what happens there. But Cat is definitely the odds-on favorite.
No question.
All right, moving on to Game 7 here.
Okay. Well done, Matt. Taking over. I was lost in the NBA injury report.
All good. Want to make sure we get it right.
And you can see it there at the bottom. A blog post with the exact rules and details will be published as soon as the stream is over for our Flash Challenge, the Wheel debut. Okay. Sorry, Matt. I cut you off.
No,
our
you're
7th
good.
game of the night, which will also then determine the last one. But here we go.
Right. So we got the 7th game of the night, which was New York, Sacramento. And now we're going to see
that's the
what
late one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the late one. And our stat from that
For those
game,
of us on the East Coast, not everyone.
For the East Coast. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Matt, where are you?
I'm right outside Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah, so very much
Sixers
East Coast.
fan and in Philly.
Yep.
Oh, man. This is a late one.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That hurts me more than anyone else. Because I have to stay up for it.
Oh, man.
But last minute 3-pointer, another exciting one, another one that obviously it's going to be at the very end of the night, but always fun to keep track of. A lot of guys that can shoot the 3 in that game, and as long as it stays close, pretty much anybody on the floor will be able to potentially hit that shot. So definitely going to be a lot of fun to watch there. And this is either going to be a Top Shot debut or Series 1, Series 2.
Okay, which we talked about before. So from the 2019-20 season or 2021 season.
Exactly.
Not this year. Okay. Only Series 1-2, like we said. Okay.
All right.
So Knicks, Kings, last three-pointer made, only the series 1 or 2, which I mean, the good news there is that there are a lot of players who have moments. And I mean, the Knicks are battling to get into that playoff tournament. So are the Kings. So everyone has motivation to hit shots, although neither of these teams great three-point shooting teams.
No, I mean it's possible that the last 3-pointer made in this game is with 7 minutes left. You never know. That happens sometimes, but we'll probably have a 3-pointer somewhere in the last couple minutes here that people will be watching, be on the edge of their seat. Who's the player I'm going to need? And it could go back and forth several times in the last few minutes. So a lot of fun to always watch those last field goal made or last 3-pointer made.
The Kings have had some incredible game-winning moments too this season.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, I mean, there's always hope that you're right, Matt. The bad news is you because you have to wait till the end of the game regardless.
Absolutely. Gotta
That's the
get that
last
challenge
three-pointer
live.
I saw. Done. Let's put it on the list.
Yeah, gotta get my energy drink ready.
Yeah, seriously.
All
Okay,
right.
so our last
And
game of the night.
yep.
I don't think we need to spin the wheel for that,
No,
right?
but just for posterity's sake, let's
Yes.
just show that it's Utah at Dallas.
Okay. Which
And
is a game I'm so excited to see.
and
To watch.
before we get too deep into this one, why don't we just do a quick rundown for the crowd here, a summary, and then we'll get this last one on the docket here.
All right. In case you're just joining us or have come in late, this is the first ever Flash Challenge decided by The Wheel, created by Matt. So we have gone through all 8 games. We're on the last one. The Wheel decides which game we're going to talk about, which kind of stat you need to get for this Flash Challenge, and which kind of moment you need to fulfill your showcase. And then once you get your showcase up there, the reward, if you can fill out all of these 8 spots with moments that you own, is a brand new KD moment. So making it worth your while, although there are some challenging challenges in here, moments and spots to fill. So Matt, we are on the finale, the last game to decide this Flash Challenge, and it is the Jazz at the Mavs. Luka, Rudy, Donovan. Okay. What stat do they need to hit?
All right, let's find out.
This is the last spin.
Yep, this is the last
real
spin.
spin.
And
right.
we know that we're going to need a Top Shot debut. That's the only thing left in the
Yep.
last wheel. We'll show that for posterity as well. But here we go.
And everything will be posted in a blog post after the stream.
Correct.
And we're just happy everyone's here. Most points. All right. This is, I mean,
There we go.
I've been waiting for this one, Matt.
And just to show the last wheel, Top Shot debut. So from the Utah-Dallas game, you need the player with the most points. You need their Top Shot debut. That's certainly going to put some fear into people if it's going to be Luka. But we'll have to see how it all shakes out here.
I know, right? Because that's going to be a pretty expensive moment if it's Luka.
Yeah, Luka is definitely could be.
Yeah.
Luka is definitely one of those guys that could light it up on any night and is very well loved by a lot of our fans and a lot of the fans of the NBA. So definitely a good chance that you're going to have to wind up with a Luka Top Shot debut, but you never know.
But that's what makes this interesting. The wheel decided. You can't get mad at NBA Top Shot for any of this. You can't get mad at Matt. I mean, maybe you can because he created the wheel, but this is where
they'll still get mad at me. I promise.
The
Don't
wheel
worry.
landed. You know what? Though you're right. Now that we're talking about it, the most points really would have been better with the debut moment for like Atlanta, Detroit. Although Trae Young.
Yep, Trae Young. Yeah, I feel like every game has at least one of those players where it's like, okay, if this player hits, it's gonna be tough. Portland, Minnesota, with all those players out, might have been a good one there. But yeah, so this is the wheel. We have our 8 games. We are going to get out a blog ASAP in case everybody out there wasn't writing these down. So you'll have it all in written form to look over and grab what you think is going to happen and grab what you need. And thanks for going on this crazy journey with us.
I know, that was so fun. Happy Top Shotting, happy Flash Challenge, everyone. Enjoy tonight's games. There are some great matchups.